And welcome to the Philip Cockram channel. Viewers, please like, subscribe, share, and comment. It helps this channel to grow, and it helps me to bring you these great videos that we all love. So I'm going to fly the Trojan here, but I just thought I'd do a little size comparison to the Japanese Trojan, what I call it. They're the Zero. So both of these are 1.1 meters, but you can see the T-28 from E-Flight there is kind of more of a scale size. The fuselage is quite a bit bigger. You can look at the pilot size there and stuff. It's like a different scale, but the same kind of wingspan on those. So I just thought it'd be an interesting comparison. We just made in this, had a couple of great flights with it. And we take out the T-28 here for a little bomb. The leaves out of her, weeds out of her. Up in the air. Yeah, they're. I thought they'd be quite similar. I mean, you know, both are great flying planes, the Zero, and I think much of the Zero's design is stolen from the T-28. But it does have quite different landing gear on it. And I mean, they're two totally different planes. First of all, this one can fly in 4S, where it's 50% there at 4S, and you can see it zings along pretty good. There's a full speed pass. It's fun to, you know, have that power, extra power to zing around if that's the way you feel like flying that day, or that's your style in general. So yeah, not a whole lot going on this flight, guys. There, it's just kind of a bit of a closeout there for me. I'm going to fly the Zero one more time. We got one more battery to put through there. Get used to that thing a little bit. It flies great, you know, lands great, takes off very easy. So I'm super happy with it. Highly recommended. You know, maybe some guys just don't want it because it's a Japanese plane, and I get that, right? That's fine. But for me, when I started flying, I kind of was like a lot of people. Like, I was, you know, really just interested in a couple of planes, mostly like the old warbirds that I, you know, fell in love with as a kid, right? You know, Spitfires and Corsairs and Mustangs and stuff there like that. And of course, you know, jets are cool, right? You know, but when you start flying and, you know, buying planes and getting into stuff there, you kind of, you know, I think feel out your style and what you like and whatnot. Like, you know, I thought I'd be into doing tricks and stunts and all that stuff, but, you know, to me the payoff's not worth the risk, right? Like, you know, oh, hey, you do a couple of rolls, so a big deal, right? You know, like, and, you know, it just puts too much stress on everything and myself, right? You know, I'm not enjoying it, right? So I'm happy just pretty much buzzing around like this, right? You know, and as my skills grow and get more comfortable with each plane, like this plane here in this example, I'm, you know, super confident with it. You know, I'll point it right at me and, you know, come full blast because you know what it's going to do and everything, right? You know, but you've flown it, I don't know, 30 times, right? So it does make a difference, you know. Still, even on the maiden of that little Zero, you know, my hands are shaking, right? Because it's maiden flight, you know, and you're trying to keep it all in pristine condition, and, you know, worried that you might have forgot something. I did the setup twice there on it. I pretty much always do every setup twice. You know, I'll erase it right out and then do it all again, just to see, you know, because I'm pretty fast at it. It doesn't take me very long, so I like to just double check and see, yeah, all my numbers are exactly the same, or like, oh, you know, something's different here. That's what's going on, you know. And other than having to, you know, maybe retype a name in twice or whatever, or if you know you're going to do it, then there's no bother naming it or whatever, right? You know, you can just go through your setup, make sure your plane's all good. And the way the first time AS3X and safe setup is there, it redoes itself during the process there anyway, right? It's anybody who's done it knows, right? It recalibrates itself. Actually twice it does it throughout the process, right? So yeah, anyway, all good. We'll check our time here. We've been seeing her yet. We're 15 seconds, so time to bring her in. Shows our wind coming down that way, so rough rock landing. Steer, steer, steer. Steer. Alright, that was a fun little flight. The old Trojan. Great plane, fantastic plane. Nice and yellow. Need a little bit of paint touch up on her. Spruce her up a bit. Alright, that's our show for you today, folks. Love and peace from Canada. And we are YouTube.